You need a Mutale Mwanza at the podiums to make it lively. So
the others who are of the belief that Mutale Mwanza can manage to build another person's brand, especially female.
We sorted that out that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're sort of cool now.
Yeah, we're civil, yeah.
I know the last time I used the word childish, some people got offended. Have you been exercising social media maturity?
I can't walk out of a meeting, you know, and sign like a big check and then go onto Facebook and start doing some dumb you know what I mean? I've been emotionally drained in some areas of my life because of personal things that have been happening. So I am not as happy as I used to be.
Have you managed to like get help, professional help, talk to people about this?
Not really. I've just been drinking a lot. Made me cry. I hate you. Can I have a tissue?
Any tissue around?
I hate you, Chimweka. Thank you so much. Pray for me.
And that's what you can look out for on today's edition of On the Table. But let's get straight into it. My guest right now is a media personality, the queen of the M Nation. Allow me to welcome Mutale Mwanza. How are you doing, Mutale?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Great to see you after a while.
I know, right?
It feels like it's been so long. Wasn't it like last year since we last met?
I think so. No, but I think there was a movie premiere. And
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, you're working so hard, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, you're really pulling in the hours, so it's. I know that I'm going to see you somewhere.
Yeah.
Because there's always a company, you know, hiring your services, so.
Yes, indeed. Amen to that.
Keep building that brand.
By the way, congratulations to you also. Portiers are back and you received 3 different nominations.
Yes.
How does that feel?
I mean, that's insane. That's crazy. I feel elated.
Yeah.
I am excited that the M Nation is always just out there, like always rooting for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm happy. Last year I was nominated in 2 categories.
Yeah.
But this year it's back to 3.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
How optimistic are you about winning this year?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm just happy to be nominated.
Yeah.
I'm just, yeah.
I mean,
I haven't thought that deep about it.
others were expecting you last year. I mean, the year before, it was a very controversial moment when you got on stage and people were waiting, hey, where's Mutale going to be? And Mutale was not there last year. What happened?
Yeah, and the awards were so boring without me.
Woo.
Yeah. It's so boring without me. You need a Mutale Mwanza at the podiums to make it lively. So
Is Mutale going to show up this year?
I hope so.
Okay.
Should she?
I think she should. The fans want to see her there.
Can I show up with duct tape written, I'm not allowed to speak this year because I cussed on TV the last time I took an award?
That would be a good idea. I think
That would be nice, right?
That would be nice. The most important thing is keeping the duct tape on.
I mean, it has to stay on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see.
I just don't know how you're going to do the eating. I think that would be the problem. The drinking, the eating, I don't know how it's going to work with the duct tape
Oh,
on.
yeah, maybe we should put a hole somewhere. Then I can like have a straw. I don't eat a lot at events, but drinking, I need a few drinks.
Yeah, but even from I think the other people who are nominated, I think people have also mentioned that it's quite the stiff categories because you have people who've also built their brands over the years in the media space, and also women who are nominated.
Yeah.
From what you've seen in the different categories, are there others that you think, okay, this person probably give me a run for my money?
Ooh, let's see. Like you said, I think everybody's built their brand so well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember the categories and who's the Okay, so we're looking at most influential personality, for instance.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, like Dr. Mjajati, for instance, right? I think that's a brand that's been very consistent, and I think he normally scoops that.
Yeah, I think except last year. I don't think he won last year.
Okay, but like that's a tough one. Yeah. The most fashionable for me is, I think, is one category which I would describe as boring because it's predictable. So like it's like, you know. Oh,
that's the one Mumpy's in, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's new entries. Ruth Roney.
Oh yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
I think that's exciting because I love her fashion sense. Even though I think she looks better naked. I mean, based off the tape.
Woo!
She's a hot girl.
Woo!
Really hot girl. Really hot girl. I think it's an interesting category, but like I said, for me it's a boring category because it's like, yeah, it always goes one way.
And you know it's gonna go to. And we'll see this year. I think Ruth did a pretty good job, especially with Lusaka July. Did you meet her there?
No, I was sitting and you know I think I must have been drinking in my lounge the whole time. I hardly had a chance like to walk around and mingle.
Yeah.
And also that also comes with the responsibility of landing in a heli. You just don't want to just walk around, especially after having to fly so high. You just want to sit and just have some champagne.
Yeah.
But I would have been happy to see her and see the dress in person because I think that was an interesting fit she put together. Yeah.
Even though you've been nominated, and I think that says a lot about your brand presence. Even though I think people have noticed that you've been staying away from social media drama for some time now. I know the last time I used the word childish, some people got offended. Have you been exercising social media maturity, as others would call it?
Not really. There's two things. I've been in a dark place lately. A place that's just personally, I don't even know what word to use, but I've been emotionally drained in some areas of my life because of personal things that have been happening. So I am not as happy as I used to be. It's got nothing to do with maturity in a sense, but it's just sometimes you stay away from socials just to take 5 because I need to take 5. I need to think, I need to figure myself out and figure out what's happening in my life. That's one. Secondly, I'm a media owner now, so the kind of contracts, the kind of gigs that I'm getting are like way high above Mutale Mwanza's brand. Does that make sense? Because now it's like company level, and then there's the brand Mutale Mwanza. So yes, I am the talent, but when I sit in a boardroom with executives and with different companies who are trying to get business from my company Mutale Mwanza Media, I can't be that person on Facebook. So I have to exercise a certain maturity. So there's a lot of growth that God is throwing in my face, which I also don't understand. I can't walk out of a meeting and sign like a big check and then go onto Facebook and start doing some dumb you know what I mean? Those guys are gonna be like, okay.
Guys, don't remember to censor that.
Please. So it's like life has placed me in a place where I need to be mature because of the business decisions and my business being a media owner. But also in my life, I am just not in a very happy place. So I'm not very posty because I am just going through Please remember to cut that as well.
Have you managed to get help, professional help, talk to people about this?
Not really. I've just been drinking a lot.
And you don't think you need professional help, a therapist or something like that?
No, I just talk to God. I mean to go and talk to a therapist so he can go and put my things out there. Unless he signs an NDA, and I just don't want to walk into a therapy session or speak to a therapist and act like a dictator and be like, first of all, before I say anything, sign here. No, I'm not there yet. I just feel like I need to talk to God and just continue drinking every day until I figure out my problems.
I mean, hearing that can also be something quite worrying for your fans as well. I remember last time you and I spoke, there was a whole conversation around depression. There's a rumor that you tried to kill yourself and all of that. So when people hear about you going through something, first thing that comes to mind is Mutale Mwanza depressed at the moment?
Maybe a little bit. I would never kill myself, first of all, and that situation was, I think, just somebody trying to gain numbers because I deactivated my Facebook. Then they opened an account saying I'm trying to drink doom. First of all, I would never want to kill myself. I love myself so much. I want God to take me out the right way because, I mean, look at all this alcohol and all this beautiful, all these beautiful things around us. Like if I die, if I take myself out, I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm gonna find prawns there, I don't know if I'm gonna find champagne.
I was waiting for you to say
Chimweka
that.
won't even be there, you know? But I'm on earth, I can see you, so I'm going to allow God to take me out the right way. So I would never want to kill myself. Fans shouldn't be worried. I think fans should understand that I'm a human being and I'm just going through some stuff. That's all. So depressed, not really.
By the way, from last year, I wanted us to talk about this later, but maybe I'll bring it up now as well. There was the whole conversation around social media bullying, and you say that you would take it up with the authorities. How far have you gone with that matter?
Oh, with the bullying?
Yeah.
I mean, I've involved myself in a few talks with Zikta. I think I've sat on the panel on some of the like workshops or like conversations around bullying. I think that's as far as I've gone because I've been so busy doing a whole lot of other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was my last engagement. I think at a Zikta, not really workshop, but like something that happened at the Radisson Blu, where we were all engaged to just speak about cyberbullying and stuff like that.
Yeah, but not you taking it up or wanting to have people arrested and so on. Because I think last time we spoke, you mentioned something about teaching someone a lesson as an example to other people.
Yeah.
And I think people have been looking forward to that. Like, okay, let's see how far this will go. Mutale Mwanza actually.
Who was this now? Who was trying to round me up?
Well, there's some people. Graveyards were involved, sleeping at graveyards.
Oh no. No, what happened with that situation? I can't remember, but I think it was something that was talked about away from yeah. What happened with that? Oh, I think I met him in the car park at Central Mall, and then I confronted him, and then I just had a conversation with him. Yeah, and then we sorted that out that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of cool now.
Yeah, we're civil, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. But speaking of also social media, I saw somewhere where it was written Zambia's richest media personality, Mutale Mwanza. Are you accepting that you are Zambia's richest media personality?
Where do people get all these things from?
Probably what they see on social media, the lifestyle Mutale Mwanza lives and the money Mutale Mwanza spends. She's probably the richest media personality.
Okay, I accept. Thank you. I'll accept.
But do you feel it? Do you feel like you are?
I don't have a G-Wagon yet, so I don't feel it. I think I have amassed a certain level of success, but you never really feel it. I think other people are the ones who see.
Yeah.
So with what I have and what I've achieved, I don't feel it. I feel like I still need to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like join the Illuminati or something and just like be really rich.
Do you think we have that in Zambia?
Yeah, maybe probably like low budget Illuminati, where you have to sacrifice somebody maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But do you think that also adds some sort of pressure to you as Mutale Mwanza, because now people want help from you, financial help, people expect you to live a certain lifestyle because of all these narratives, richest media personality in Zambia?
No. If I had put that out myself, I think it would have given me a lot of pressure. But it's the public saying I am. You know what? You know what would be really nice? Like, are you able to just like okay, like off our conversation, are you able to investigate like our net worths, like all of us?
Yeah.
Try, and then just come up with the list. It would be really cool.
You know, like the things on YouTube where I think they exaggerate, they make things up. I think they're there on the internet. Like, oh, okay.
No, but like you come and do legit ones.
Yeah.
Like come to me and then ask me what I have, and then let's go through it, and then I tell you, I show you, I what, then go to the next person, then just low key start doing like a proper list, and then do something legit. I think that would be dope. But for you.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But then also, I know people in Zambia talk about the Anti-Corruption Commission. Apparently some fear that people do not want to disclose their wealth because they will be followed up. Do you ever feel like that? Do you think this is anything to be worried about? ACC will start following and investigating Mutale Mwanza?
I mean, I'm not corrupt. I haven't done anything wrong, so I'm okay.
In fact, weren't you called at some point?
Yes, I was.
ACC.
I was.
How did that go?
It went, and I declared my assets. They asked me what I have.
Yeah.
And I told them, I have a few things, and these are my things.
And it ended just there.
Yeah, because all you need to do is just tell them everything you have. Then you sign that declaration of what that form, and then you just declare what you have. So they ask me how many cars I have, how many properties do I have, anything of interest, how much money do I make, and I had to take out some of my contracts so I can just show my income, and I did that, and that's that. They were like, oh, okay, thank you very much. Otherwise, you would have seen me get arrested for corruption. But I'm not losing sleep over the ACC because I am not corrupt.
But do you think the whole conversation of people's wealth being investigated so often sort of discourages Zambians to seek higher amounts of wealth and amassing wealth and all of that? Do you think it discourages us as Zambians?
Yeah, it does. I kind of feel like the time I was, and I'll tell you this because I hope we can get to a mindset that shifts towards positivity when you see a fellow black Zambian or a fellow Zambian, you know, trying to work hard and make money legally. When investigations were happening in my life, for instance, right, I'd obviously signed contracts with certain companies and I had income coming in, but certain companies were called by the ACC or by investigators to find out if truly, are you truly paying this, or did you really give her this, piece of land? You see, what that could do is discourage corporates and companies to continue an endorsement with me, because it's like, we don't want to receive calls from the ACC, so maybe we should drop you as an ambassador and then pick somebody else. So what does that do to me as a woman, as a mother? It takes away my income. Why? Because you're suspecting that maybe I have money, which you're imagining a certain amount of money which you think I have, and I don't have that. But you want to prove, which is fine, but it doesn't all go well with me, because you have to call my sponsors, you're calling my endorsers, and they could get uncomfortable and just pull out. So it's not a nice thing, and it's not a nice place to be in. I think we should encourage Zambians to amass wealth legally. Let's encourage each other. And when you see somebody winning, like, just be happy. Be happy for them. Encourage them. Being followed, being asked, being probed. I don't understand. Are we supposed to be poor? Is poverty supposed to be our identity? I don't think so. Like, allow people to be rich. I think when citizens are rich or citizens are making it, I think that's really great, because even the ones who are coming have like a, what do you call? Inspiration. Yes, you see, that's where I aspire to be. Like, Chimweka drives the G-Wagon, I need to get a Bentley, and Virgil Abloh's, I don't know what's that, a Rolls Royce, whatever what that new car is, So because you've already set up like a benchmark, people who are coming will want to do more. So it's discouraging. Yeah, you've talked about a G-Wagon a lot. Would that be your new crew? Will you be going all crew? Yeah, I'm dying to get the G-Wagon. I've been wanting to get a G-Wagon since 2014. Yeah. But I am on it. Nice. Yeah. We're joined by Mutale Mwanza. She's our guest this afternoon. And when we get back from the break, we'll talk about her reality show and also managing brands. We'll be right back.
Original Zam dancer Emperor Peter Senzagaza representing for the people them. It's me, the bad man himself, for the people. Girl them and the dancer fraternity. You are on the table with Chimweka. Always.
Welcome back to watching On the Table. My guest is the one and only Mutale Mwanza. We talked about brand building before the break. And I think you've done so well with yours, to the point where people think, well, you're the richest media personality. I think that's definitely nothing to complain about. I accept. So I'll take the title. But with everything you've learned about brand building, do you think you can be able to build another brand? Like, take time to actually build another brand? Yes, absolutely. And do you think you have the time for it? What would you say is involved in brand building? Well, resources. You need money to build a brand, because when you are building a brand, you are investing in somebody. Now, investing in somebody comes with different things. What kind of brand is this investment going towards? Let's say, for instance, if it's an artist, you have to have like
a lot of clothing. You're investing in stylists, makeup artists. You're investing in music videos. You're investing in cars, lifestyle, drinks, expensive drinks. So it requires money. It requires patience, and it requires a lot of non-disclosure agreements.
The others who are of the belief that Mutale Mwanza can manage to build another person's brand, especially female, that she has a hard time building another brand for a female, and there's always going to be a clash. Do you see it that way yourself?
No, not at all. I've only tried once, and that didn't go. So I think in the foreseeable future, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
We had the Cecilia Management.
Cecilia Media Group.
It's not Cecilia Media Group.
CMG.
It's CMG,
Yeah.
Cecilia Media Group.
Yes.
Obviously, we know this is where brands like Zavin and so on were, but CMG, is this your company?
Yes.
So this is different from Mutale Mwanza Media.
Yes.
So Cecilia CMG still exists.
Yes.
And are there any brands under CMG at the moment?
Currently, just my son.
Okay.
Yes. I haven't really had enough time because the reality show just wrapped, and then I needed to rest and just take 5 after all of that production under Mutale Mwanza Media. So I haven't really gone back full throttle to try and scout for talent.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I've always loved to do.
Yeah.
But I think I need to scout for talent in my line of work. I want to scout for presenters, either radio or television, build presenters, because that's really more up my alley. So I think 2024, we're going to get active again.
Okay.
So I have been looking, or I am currently looking to build a team. Yes, I may be the owner of the media agency, but there needs to be a group of young, vibrant people who are going to run the day-to-day affairs. So these are the people who are going to be in charge of talent A. So it's like I assign 4 people to one talent, for instance, right? Maybe 4 or 3 other people to another talent. So if I sign on 4 people, I need a team of people to be able to babysit and build those people to actualize my vision. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason is why I slowed down as well, because like I said, running CMG means employing a lot of people. Resources right now. The economy is a bit funny. So I don't know if I'm really in a position to employ so many people. So I want to do it at a point where I feel comfortable, because I don't want to start struggling to pay people's salaries. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right now, it's just Hancho, and I'm building his soccer career.
Okay.
And I'm trying to focus on that. I think you saw when Ronaldinho came.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to buy tickets so that my son could meet him with Patrick Kluivert, and I had to have all these conversations with the Barca coach and things like that. So I'm really just focused on Mwape and building his soccer career.
Yeah.
I'm 100% in there. As when you look at other talent, not yet. 2024 then.
Are you co-managing Chinweka?
I wouldn't really call it co-management, but yeah, I mean we have we have that arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So meaning with Hancho, you're almost doing the whole burner boy, mama burner type of, but for football.
Yes, I will be all in 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, Chinweka are managed by Jerayo.
Yeah.
Yes, and then like you said, co-manage. Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah.
You had a very interesting reality show, Mutale Mwanza Unscripted.
Thank you.
Season 1, very interesting ending to the season. Are there any talks so far about season 2?
We'll see.
Okay. But did you enjoy giving that side of you, that other side of you that maybe people didn't get to know?
I did, but there's certain things that I really just would have not put on social media, like my relationship, for instance. That's one part of my life which I really love to hold. Those are cards I hold tightly to my chest, and then having to put it out there, the conversations I have with my boyfriend, how we want to have a baby, and then all of a sudden he just did some dumb shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to, when people come at me, I want them to come at me for fashion or for what I said or how I dance, or if I'm doing some random stuff, but not not things that speak to my heart. Like, I don't want you guys to enter my relationship and start asking me questions. Oh, so are you still, is he still there? Are you still dating? You know, did you take him back? Like, I don't want to discuss that. So that part I didn't enjoy, but it's a reality show, so I had to put it out there.
Yeah.
Otherwise...
But although the last episode seemed a bit confusing, like it was a Chilanga Mudi, you know, what was it? It was a... What was going on? Like people bringing... It was just a lot happening. Like, just explain the last episode for us. Like, what were you trying to tell us?
So they were bringing plates.
Yeah.
But usually in Gabalele Salamu, it's very quiet.
Exactly.
But,
and your aunt said that in the episode, yeah.
But I didn't want a quiet, because I've received plates before, like twice before in my life. These were going to be the third ones. If they had come, they were going to be the third ones.
Yeah.
And it's very boring, Gabalele Salamu. Our tradition is so boring, like there's nothing colorful. So this time I said, you know what? I am Mutale Mwanza. I'm going to dance. We're going to have drums. I don't care. I just want to do my own thing. Then the ladies in the back were cooking and they were having a good old time. I said, let me join. They were like, yeah, actually, satuku funde. After okay, again, I'm chupo. You understand? So my family was uncomfortable because, like, in reality, I mean, realistically, itakuwa boku chitafidia. But I just did it for the fun of it, and I really was just in the moment. And I also just wanted to have fun. I just said, guys, let's dance. I love to dance. Like, when I in Salamu, it's not a funeral. Like, dance, let's enjoy. And I was there dancing. But my uncle didn't like that. My aunt didn't like it. They were like, takwa for bachtif. Takwa. But I just said, yeah. Rebel.
What was it like even convincing your family to be a part of the show? Your mom, like with everything that was happening, what was it like convincing them?
I don't know. It was... I mean, I've always been in the spotlight.
Yeah.
My mom was a bit hesitant at first, but she was like, oh, okay. Aunt Gertrude was happy about it. Aunt Annabelle was very happy. My son is very reserved. He was like, okay, you know. He had agreed excitedly, right? But when reality sunk in, he was like, are we really doing this? So even my mom, like even my family, like in the beginning, it's like, oh, okay, you know, okay. Yeah. When it started happening, then they were like, okay, like we're really doing
We're really doing, yeah.
You know?
So how did it work? Did you like have to pay them? How does it work when there's family involved? Like, okay, you get something as well.
Yeah, I have to pay people.
Including mom and aunties. Of course, I mean, the other people you have to...
I mean, they're obviously not going to ask for money.
Yeah.
Right? But, yeah.
Or like you just find
money
a way of...
Money is given. Obviously, I didn't give my son money. I have his money. I kept it. And he'll get it when he's 18.
Oh, you're doing the typical mom thing, you know? You get the money, you get it when you're older,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But you also introduced the country and part of the region, really, because Zambezi Magic covers these different countries. But you also introduced them to your nephew, who you took in as your son, Chileshe. And we also saw, I think, on social media where you expressed displeasure, this conduct and behavior. How is that going with Chileshe?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's part of the reason I've been in a dark place. How is that going? It's not really going.
But have you been in touch with him since?
Yeah. He sent me messages apologizing for what he did. He came home on Sunday. It's like 2 deaths, if that even makes sense. Like my sister died, and then leaves a child, and then you grow up or you raise a child, and then all of a sudden they decide to just go their own direction. So when he came back, we all thought he'd changed, but yeah, I guess we were deceived, and he was still doing other things, still engaging in other vices. And I think it was after that incident that I really withdrew from social media, if I were to be really honest with you, because I just felt like why are we here again? I've felt betrayed. Most times I'm angry. Sometimes I cry. And then I don't even know. I don't understand. but he's staying somewhere in Mutandere East.
What was it also like? I mean, keeping Hancho away from that, because I know they also had a relationship as brothers, and just making sure that Hancho doesn't get tempted to do anything like that as well.
So the thing is, she ran away from home when he was in grade 9, and then he started staying on the streets in Kitwe, right? And he lived on the streets for 4 years. Then he said he'd changed, then he came back home. Now, coming back home required a certain level of trust from all of us. So what Mom and I did, let me just say what we did as a family, is we sent him to school to study heavy duty equipment in Ghanaton. That's where he was studying. So he was in school doing that, and then he completed. So he moved back home officially with me last year, about October. So it was between October and when this incident happened a few months, 2 months ago. I didn't have to think too much about him coming home. I wasn't going to treat him like I don't trust him. I wasn't going to separate him from Hancho thinking, oh my God, maybe he's going to say something to my son, or he's going to take my son drinking, or he's going to give my son A, B, C, and D. I never separated the two. I just continued where I left off, and I carried a lot of trust, knowing that he's come back, he's been repentant, he's completed, and he's got a certificate in heavy duty equipment. I'm just happy that he's home. So I wasn't even trying to separate them, or like even trying maybe like warn him, I just lived normally, because when you've been in a situation where you do bad things and you are forgiven, you don't want to be reminded. You're hoping that people trust you enough so that you can also reform and just move in honesty. So I was under the impression that he was moving in honesty, but he wasn't, until people started showing up at home asking me for money, which I don't even know about. People are inboxing me on Instagram asking them to pay, give me 4,000 kwacha, he got 2,000 kwacha this side. A whole lot of things, some things I can't even talk about. And then when I sat with him, when we sat as a family and discussed that, the following day he decided to run. Like, can you not just sit and talk and just confess and then face your fears, or just tell me exactly what happened? He didn't even give me that. He just said to run. And then people are now on my case, saying we're going to embarrass you, we're going to do A, B, C, and D. But in my mind, I'm just like, I don't care about the embarrassment. First of all, just tell me what the story is. So what I really just hoped from him was for him to just tell me the truth and say, okay, these are the people I've scammed, and this is where I got money from, and this is what it is. But yeah, that apology only came after the whole social media drama happened. And right now, all he's been doing is he's sent messages. He has apologized. He has not come home. Like I said, he's in Mutandere East, and he has not come back home to live with us. But he did come home on Sunday, because he called asking for his driver's license and his NRC. So I saw him briefly, and I gave him his documents, and he says he wants to start working somewhere, or I don't know what he's doing. So you can't stop a person from doing what they want. Mukalamba.
And I guess with exposing your getting to expose your family to the country, how is Hancho also dealing with things like social media bullying?
I don't know. My son's not on Facebook. He's usually on Instagram. I have a lot of control over his cell phone in terms of usage, how often he's on the socials, especially during school days and whatever. But obviously when he does get his phone during holidays, he's on the socials, right? He asks, okay, he's been living this life with me because I'm his mom. So things like this are not really new to him, and he's really grown a thick skin. I can see the growth. In the beginning, like when he was a bit younger, especially when I was on radio, he really used to get affected. But now he's a man.
Yeah. Nice. Hancho, but I think you're doing a pretty good job in raising him.
Thank you.
Doing a very good job as far as the media space is concerned. The TV gigs you're getting, well done to you, and congratulations for all the hard work you're putting in.
Thank you.
And with that said, I would like to know, because if I'm not mistaken, you started off your professional mainstream media career on radio, Flavor FM.
You made me cry. I hate you. Can I have a tissue?
Any tissue around?
I hate you, Chimweka. Cut.
I shouldn't be laughing. But you started off on radio. Any intentions on getting? I know you get this question a lot. Or maybe should give you a bit more time? Are you okay?
I just need a napkin. Oh, she's going to get one. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Yeah. So radio. Do you plan on getting back on radio? Because obviously, you also did an amazing job when you were on radio here in Lusaka. So any plans on getting back?
I would love to own a radio station. Yeah.
Oh.
M Nation FM.
Oh.
Yeah.
You really call it that?
Yes.
Let's give it like a generic name, you know, like maybe MTV Zambia or MMTV.
Okay, that's how you know that that was so random. But I would have a radio. I would love to own a radio station. But I would love to own a TV station as well. I think both.
Yeah.
I'm more of a TV person now, but radio would be second. If I ever did if I had to choose between the two, I would start with a television station, and then I would branch off into radio.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now TV has become your main love.
Yeah. I mean, it's always been, remember, yes, radio with Flavor FM, and then I did Kumwesu.
Yeah.
When I used to do Kumwesu, I told myself I need to have a TV station.
Yeah.
There's a lady who...
You can bring it over, Koto. So it's no problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're talking about Kumwesu. You're telling me in Kumwesu.
Yes, there's a lady. Her name is Mo. She used to do a show called Moments with Mo.
Yes.
Mo.
Yes.
And then she owns. Does she still own Ebony TV? I was so inspired by that because she started with a TV show, and then it just the TV station just blew with Ebony. So I thought to myself, wow, this is something I love to do, like content, a lot of content creation. But I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. So I'm more television inclined than radio.
Nice.
Yeah. But M Nation TV. Yeah. I'm kidding. Not everything is M Nation. I'll probably think of a smarter name.
Yeah. Where did you even get Cecilia? Where's Cecilia from?
Cecilia. That's my my mom's mom. I was named after her.
Oh, so you're also Cecilia?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know that. So Mutale Cecilia.
But my dad named me Melissa, so that's the one on my NRC. My Mutale Mwanza. Then Cecilia is my grandma was Cecilia Mutale Pembanyali. Yeah. So I took my grandma's names. Yeah. But I don't use Cecilia a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, the other Mutales in the family do. Because you know how, like my mom's brothers, they all have Mutales in their family as well. Yeah, so it's like a whole bunch of Mutales.
So it's like Mutale girl, Mutale big, Mutale small.
Mutale Cecilia, Mutale boy. Like, there's a whole bunch of Mutales.
Nice. Mutale, always remember we love you.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best.
Pray for me.
Yes. I think that's the biggest thing we should be saying right now.
If I've never said this, like when a person is about to die, do you think they know that they're going to die? Do you think they know?
And I've been seeing you post about Mobad. I only knew about him after his death, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Anything can really happen.
Let's pray for each other at all times.
Mutale, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Chimweka. Thanks for having me.
And sorry for making you cry.
It's okay.
We have more coming up on the table today as we also see what's fresh on the table on the other side with Wellington.